Welcome to the Ask an Aggie podcast, where we're exploring the ins and outs of college life here in College Station. We want you to have the best college experience you can, so listen in as we dive into relevant topics that will help you navigate this new and exciting stage of life.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Ask an Aggie podcast. Today we're going to be talking about meal plans.
Yes, it may be the biggest racket on campus.
Yeah.
Sorry, A&M. Every college does it, so don't just get mad at A&M. As a Bama grad, same thing happened there. It's going just to be a point of frustration when you do the math.
It's just frustrating. I was thinking, we're going to try as best as we can to explain some strategy and how to do this. You will screw up for a semester.
Yeah, you're either going to have a bunch left over or you're going to run out.
Yeah.
So if you fear you're going to have a bunch left over, just eat a few more. Don't feel so bad.
Yeah.
And if you're the guy that's going to run out because you just spend every day in the Commons, I hope you make friends.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess we'll just start by defining some terms.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do this.
Yeah, and so of course, y'all are going to be getting some of this at your new student conference and everything, but we want to kind of give you an unofficial stance, So if we look at it, the first thing is dining dollars.
Hang on, let's stop for just a second. There's blocks. So there's going to be a bunch of blocks. And each block is going to, you can do block 100, 135, 170, or an all access.
All access.
Yes. And so then within that block, that's just telling you how many swipes you're going to get. But dining dollars is the first thing they talk about.
Yeah, so dining dollars is essentially, it's cash, but it has to be,
very limited
on
cash.
campus. Yeah. And so it's essentially, you can use it for Starbucks, you can use it for Chick-fil-A, you can use it for Smoothie King, or you can use it to buy a Scantron on campus.
Okay.
I don't know who's eating Scantrons, but that's a dining dollar.
All right. So dining dollars, you're getting 300 to 500 of those. It can always be added onto.
And they also roll over by semester.
Okay.
So from fall to spring, they roll over. Now, from spring to fall, through the summer, they do not roll over.
See, Alabama would write you a check at the end, and you just got to keep it. It was great.
And that's just not fair.
I know. I'm sorry.
And so, as we look at meal swipes, that's what the block is going to be named after. And so, if you're an on-campus freshman in one of the dorms, you have to get at least block 100. And if you're in White Creek, there's some other different things. You can get just dining dollars there. And then if you're off campus, you can get whatever you want.
You can just do dining dollars or nothing.
My last year, I didn't have anything at all.
Yeah.
And so, looking at meal swipes, that's going to be, your basic meal swipe is going to be at the Commons Dining Hall, Sabisa Dining Hall, or Duncan. And then there's also retail swipes, which are a new thing. And so you can take one of those meal swipes, and every day with most of these plans, you can transfer a meal swipe to make it a retail swipe, which is going to get you. Go ahead.
When you talk about transferring, it happens all instantaneously.
Yes.
You go to Revs or Chick-fil-A or to Copperheads or wherever you want to go.
So it's just a meal swipe.
You just hand them your card. They swipe it. You tell them, hey, use this as a retail swipe.
The caveat is just that you only get one a day.
And that's a new rule. When you were a freshman, you could go
eat Chick-fil-A 3 times a day.
Yes, and so what they've done is
you can do if you have $9.
Yes.
But yeah, and so that's basically the gist of the things. There are 5 guest meals on these, and so I don't know anyone who's ever used all their guest meals.
I take advantage of students' guest meals.
Yeah.
So, but so the real thing A&M is trying to push us to is, all right, we'll allow you to eat those other places.
Yeah.
But you can't only eat those other places. We want you in the dining halls.
Yeah.
Which the dining halls offer healthier options.
Yeah.
They offer an unlimited amount of food, so that allows you to get what you want to be. Yes, unhealthy, but you can get full.
Yeah.
Because a Chick-fil-A sandwich when I was 18 just wasn't enough.
That's just fair, especially you're walking around campus all the time. You're being hungry.
Yeah.
And so dining halls really are the best bang for your buck if you're using. We did some calculations here. If you look at the meals range from $9.70 to $10.70. Each.
It's an expensive meal.
It is an expensive meal,
expensive.
and so really the best bang for your buck is to go get all you can eat.
Yeah.
And so when you do go in there,
you don't have a time limit either. There's people that stay breakfast to lunch.
Yeah.
They study.
And so you go and take advantage of that, but be responsible when you're in there. it's very tempting to just go eat pizza because their healthy stuff is there, but it's not the best.
Sure.
You know, and so, I mean, it's not bad by any means.
No.
And some things they do better than others, but you can't really screw up pizza.
Yeah.
And so it's very easy to go and just eat pizza all day. But, man, go to the salad bar, you know, get some fresh fruit.
Yeah.
Do all that kind of stuff.
Drink milk or juice.
Yeah.
And so I am, just a little bit about me, and you know this about me, Asher. I am extremely tight with my money.
You're a cheapskate.
I am extremely a cheapskate. A miser, miserable.
Yeah.
The nice way I like to say it's an aggressive saver, but my wife says it's just a hoarder and stingy.
Yeah.
So there are some of you watching this today that go, well, I could just say I'm going to go to the smallest meal plan, I'm going to go the cheapest amount of dining dollars, and then I'm going to just use cash to buy other meals around campus and on that, because I can go to Chick-fil-A for less than $9.69 or $10.70, right? Okay. You can do that. Even as a cheap person, I would just discourage it. Because it's just so much easier just to say, you know what, this is just part of going to college.
There's a reason they're saying you have to get at least 100 meals, because what's going to be the most practical, what's going to be the easiest is going to a dining hall.
And that's where your friends are.
Yeah, that's where everyone else is going to be. But you do have to be, you know, you have to think about your own habits too.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I don't eat breakfast.
Yeah.
And so that factored in. I only need 2 meals a day.
Yeah.
I had other friends who really did buy bread and eat peanut butter and jelly every day. If you
as a lunch thing.
If you're a peanut butter and jelly and a microwave mac and cheese type of person,
you could survive with 100 meals.
Yeah,
pretty
you
easily.
could survive. Now, granted, I've seen everyone I've seen who goes to the top.
They have tons at the end.
They have tons. You know, you're looking at that all access. You're getting unlimited meal swipes. That might be worth it to you. If you're coming in and you're a football lineman and you're used to eating, go for it. But I'm naturally going to sit kind of in the middle, that 135 or so.
Yeah. And if you need to go, if you need to go eat somewhere else, you can. But I mean, you're very tempted to go to Revs, to go to Panda, to go to Copperheads, wherever, and I just want to eat like a real meal. Or, especially we talked about it in a previous episode, if I have a car, it's just easier to go to Whataburger or to Fuego or to Torchy's.
Yeah.
It's simpler just to maybe go to H-E-B.
If you're gonna hang out with the upperclassmen, you're not gonna want to meet you in Commons because it's good for that 1 year. But man, afterwards, you're never gonna want to go back.
And I think A&M's kind of cracking down. You don't get to swipe somebody else in on a meal swipe.
Yeah, I don't think they're letting you do much.
You get 5 guest meals, and if you're bringing somebody else in, you don't just get to double swipe them.
Yeah.
And so, you know, as difficult as it is for me to say, just bite the bullet. This is part of just going to school.
Yeah, I mean, you already bit the bullet if you're living on campus.
You're paying more living on campus.
And so
this is just part of it.
Getting a meal plan that's going to take care of your needs will help you transition because you're already coming in.
It's one less responsibility to have to figure out.
So my freshman year, I screwed up eating. I ate like garbage at the dining halls. And then the next year when I moved off campus, I ate like garbage because it was hard to grocery shop. And so every time you make a big transition, these things, like the things you do every day, eating, going to the gym, those things fall behind. And so you're going to want to use this as a crutch. Use your dining plan as a crutch to help you transition, to help you get this going, and to make sure that, you know, you're not going to find yourself at 8 p.m. one night and you're like, I haven't had anything, I don't have any money, and I don't have a car, I can't, you know, and just use it.
So I'll tell you a quick story as we close up on this one. I stayed in the dorm for 2 years while I was in school. The second year, I told my parents, because I thought, it's just this biggest racket, we can save money doing this way. I said, no dining plan. So, what we did, and it was completely illegal, is we took down our smoke detectors, and we lived in an apartment style like White Creek would be. And we had a deep fryer, which is probably the most dangerous kitchen appliance. We had a George Foreman grill, and so we protected our feet. And,
keep your feet out of that one. If you want your fresh bacon.
And then we also had a skillet. And so we tried our best to cook inside. It was doable, but it was difficult. And so I don't know if I would recommend it again. I don't know what I did with that money I saved, and
Yeah.
it just made life a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
So
just do the plan.
think about it. It takes sometimes. Where can you get your update on how many swipes you have? Can every cashier tell you?
Yeah, it comes on your receipts usually, but then you can also go on if you just look up Tamu Dining Tracker or something like that, and then you can read it and see all that. And then just one last thing to talk to the people who aren't living on campus.
Yeah.
Especially that first year, even if you're off campus, I'd at least get some dining dollars.
Yes.
Because you're going to want to be able to grab a sandwich on campus. Because, we understand that you two are going to be in this transition period.
Yeah.
And so at least get some dining dollars is my recommendation.
Because it's money that's already been spent.
Yeah.
So it's like having a gift card, right? Like you don't have to feel bad. And me, once again, the miserable person over here, would go, well, I can just get through it.
Yeah.
Just have it
Just
there
have something.
available.
Yeah.
So that's a good word. Because West Campus has stuff. They have. Is there a Chick-fil-A out there?
There's a Chick-fil-A, there's a Revs Express, there's a Houston Street Subs, and then there's a Starbucks everywhere. So there's stuff to get.
And best place, non-Chick-fil-A on campus is what?
Best place, not Chick-fil-A on campus. Well, see, this is difficult because there used to be a place called Chicken and Grill that just had. The debate's always been Lane's Canes, and Chicken Grill kind of took it for me.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
But honestly, Revs.
Okay.
I
Revs hamburger.
I never get tired of Revs because it is it's good food, but it's the most basic food.
Yeah.
It's a cheeseburger and fries,
Yeah.
or it's a chicken sandwich and fries, and so I really just can't get tired of it. And so that's my go-to.
Well, very cool. So next episode down, guys. So keep tracking with us. We hope we're answering the questions you need answered, and continue reaching out to us. This is season 2 of Ask an Aggie, and we're here for you guys.
Catch you later.